A very wonderful day to you, precious viewer. Welcome to this seventh video of Photoshop tutorial for beginners by Prime World. And in this video, we are going to be looking at the quick selection tool, and the magic wand tool. So this is what we are going to be looking at in this video. And if you can remember, we learned the different selection tools previously in the previous video. We want to take it a step further by learning these tools now. So now, this quick selection tool and magic wand tool, they are also selection tools, okay? Now, like the name of this quick selection tool implies, it is when you want to make a very quick selection, okay? And it is particularly for this quick selection and magic wand tool, they are very useful when you are dealing with an image whose contrast between the image you want to cut out and the background is much, okay? Where the contrast between the image you want to cut out and the background of the image is very much, okay? Like for this image now, you can see that the contrast between, and take note, this is me, Patrick, okay? This is the contrast between me, my image, okay, and the background is very much. You can see that the difference is very clear, it's very sharp. It's a white background and my image is really standing out from the background. So that's what we mean by when it has much contrast. But when it has less contrast, it means that the background or the things around the image you want to cut out are not so sharp from the actual image. The difference is not so sharp, okay, from the actual image. So when you have images like this, it is better and is quicker, okay, for you to use the quick selection tool or the magic wand tool to do your selection, okay? So let's start with the quick selection tool. So setting my option to add to selection like we learned previously, okay, I can just go ahead and click on the white space, okay? Now I'm not going to click inside the image, I just want to click around the image because that's the easiest way to select it. So I just click around, okay. No, I click and drag, sorry. You just click and drag, and take note, see how quickly it selected that portion. I come to this area, since it's add selection, I click and drag, and you can see the way it's selecting the white spaces very quickly, okay? I click and drag again, it has selected there, okay, and I click and drag and I select this place, okay? Now I also have this place in between my arms and my stomach area, so I just click and drag slightly and see the way it's selected there, and I come here and I click and drag slightly. I'm left clicking, mind you, and dragging. I hold down my left click mouse and drag. So you can see how quickly it was able to select this image, like select the background of the image. Currently we have selected just the background of the image, not the image. If we want to inverse our selection, that is, if we want to select the actual image in this picture, okay, we simply press Ctrl Shift I, hold down Shift and press I, or you can simply go to the select menu and choose inverse. Look at the control there, Shift Ctrl I, okay, that's the shortcut. If you also do Ctrl Shift I, it works. So you just select it, and take note, the linings are now on the image itself, okay? So this is one way you can quickly select an object that has high contrast with its background. Now, the more excellent way to even do it, let me press Ctrl D, or I go to the select menu and press deselect to remove my selection. A more excellent way to even do selections like this that have that have high contrast with the object you want to select and the background is to actually use the magic wand tool. Okay, the magic wand tool even does a better job, okay, than the quick selection tool. All you need to do is just select the background, okay, the area that has plain color. Okay, so all you need to do is just left click. Now by default, let me explain some things in the properties bar of the magic wand tool. By default, the tolerance is set to 32. It's because I was doing a selection that I increased it. The tolerance is set to 32. Okay, so this tolerance is simply telling you the how far, okay, the selection it's going to select. That is the range at which it's going to select. How far is it going to be? Okay, the tolerance. So tolerance determines what will be selected and what will not be selected. The higher the tolerance, the more things will be selected. The lower the tolerance, the lesser things will be selected. So by default, it's set to 32. All you need to do is just left click on the plain color, which is the white background now. So just left click on it and watch what happens. It's loading. Take note, it immediately selected all the white areas, okay, most of the white areas actually, but it did not select the white area inside in between my arms. Okay, so I need to go there and just click on the white area, it selects it, and click on the white area, it selects it. So just by clicking once, it was able to select most of the white areas. So you can understand why it is better than using the quick selection tool. Okay, so I can go ahead and just press Ctrl Shift I to inverse the selection. Okay, and just like we learnt in the previous video of learning selection tools, we can go to select and mask. If you are using lower version CX6 and below, it is called refine edge, and we can go ahead and just see how it looks like on a plain surface. Now I changed it to red because my layer was already white, so I don't need to see it on white. So I changed it to red just to see how the edges look like, and the edges don't look bad at all. Okay, they don't look bad at all. Okay, so yeah, so I can see that my selection is looking quite good. So I just need to press OK. I don't really need to. I'm not really going to change any. I'm not going to change anything here because I'm satisfied with the selection so far. So I just press OK. So having done this, I can just press my move tool, and whichever place I want to place my selected image, I just drag it and just paste it to where I want to position my image. Now you can see that it's much bigger than this design work here now. So I just press my control minus first. Now control minus is what you use to zoom out, control plus is what you use to zoom in. So I want to transform this image so that I can reduce it. So I press Control T to bring out the transform edges. So I press Alt and Shift at the same time because I want to reduce these edges evenly, here and the two at the top. So I press Alt and Shift and just left click and drag until I reduce it, okay, to something like this. I release my hand from the left click and from the Alt and Shift. So I just click and drag it until I position it. Let me reduce it more, something like this. So I left click and drag it until I position it to something like this. Let me just reduce it a bit. So yeah, and I press enter. Okay, let's just zoom closer, control and plus to zoom closer to see how it looks like. So this is how you can use the quick selection tool and the magic wand tool to make very quick selections. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. God bless you.